What do you say to those people who say HR don't do anything?
सारे एचआर ऐसे ही होते हैं.
HR के मीम्स बहुत फनी होते हैं.
Even though it's a thankless job, we are the backbone of an organization.
पर क्रेडिट नहीं मिलता. एचआर बनने के लिए यही तो मेन है.
Recruitment is not only hiring a person, it's engaging the person. The candidate is joining not because of the brand, not because of the salary. They are joining because of the recruiter. Forging documents is the old story. Forging the role, the new story now.
What do you think companies make the biggest mistake in assessing tech talent?
Everywhere, the resumes have been built by the bots, the AI-driven resumes based on your JD. You will end up failure actually. Communication skills are very, very important, more than technical skills. I don't say AI is cutting down the jobs. AI is making the job smarter. If the person is not smarter, he should be out. That's it. AI cannot be 100%. Unless and until there is a human touch, you will fail.
Can AI actually predict attrition? For a fresher or a young professional who's listening to this podcast, what 3 mistakes they should avoid while preparing for interviews? What's the one skill every recruiter should master in 2025? What's the biggest red flag you see when you're interviewing a leadership level candidates?
I did it. See, when you are in the leadership level, there is no I here. It's a we.
What are the roles which you guys are hiring?
We have enough opportunities in our organization. Either it is a Java developer or .NET developer or DevOps architect or AI engineers, AI architects, any digital skills. We are hiring.
With the rise of AI powered screening tools, is there a very big risk of great candidates being filtered out by algorithms? Hello guys, welcome to Accompany Akki channel. Today's podcast is very interesting. From coding Java to decoding people. Today's guest has built one of the most unique careers in Indian HR, Soosai Agnel Jude. He started as a certified Java developer but reinvented himself into a data-driven HR leader with 25 years plus of experience. Today, he leads global hiring, employer branding, and inclusive talent strategies as senior director at Movate company, which was formerly known as CSS Corp. He's not just an HR head, he's also a PhD researcher studying how AI can predict attrition in teams, a thought leader in DEI hiring, and the author of Psychology for Effective Leadership. In this episode, we talked about hiring for GenZ, how AI is reshaping recruitment, and the biggest red flags even senior candidates miss. If you're a founder, recruiter, fresher, or HR leader, this episode will rewire how you look at hiring and leadership. So let's dive in with the one and only Soosai Agnel Jude. Welcome, Jude. Welcome to Accompany Akki channel. How are you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good as well.
Awesome.
So why don't you provide first understanding about your profile, what you have done so far, so our audience can a little bit learn about you first.
See, myself, Jude, I started my career as a software engineer. Basically, I'm a Java developer. Then I moved into recruitment because of my passion.
Okay.
So I studied my BE computer science. Then I moved to this MTech, all because of my parents. I wanted to be a software engineer. I started my career with that. Then I realized that's not my cup of coffee. I realized, okay, I wanted to move into HR. Okay, which after I took some of the interviews, then I realized, okay, I'm a very social person. I wanted to interact with a lot of people. That's the reason I preferred and wanted to move into this recruitment.
How has your tech background actually helped you in doing talent strategy in IT companies?
Since I'm into this technical hiring, most of the times what happens is that HR means person doesn't know the technology. We only talk. Because I am also from the Java development background, I have seen this change in the candidate's face. Candidate understand, okay, I cannot goof up something, I cannot tell something about my technical skills. This guy also will ask the question.
Right.
That is the one advantage I always see. Even when I'm explaining to my kids also, I've been telling the same thing. When you come up with all the background, obviously people will respect you.
Having seen both sides, engineering and HR talent strategy, what do you think companies make the biggest mistake in assessing tech talent?
Most of the companies are trusting on the degrees. See, everyone are thinking, okay, this guy is from the tier 1 colleges, tier 1 city. See, that doesn't matter. See, what I'm seeing is everyone should move to the skill-based recruitment. That is one of the things what I always feel. The skill-based assessment, in the sense, it should be from the any interview platforms. Okay, they should assess based on the work, whatever they have done. It's not only based on the resumes also. See, nowadays what happens now, everywhere, the resumes have been built by the bots, the AI-driven resumes based on your JD. See, end of the day, when you are identifying the candidates based on the resume with the keywords, you will end up failure actually, because these guys will not do anything in the current work actually. So what I feel, you have to assess based on the skills, work, whatever they have done. So based on that, we have to identify the candidate. Then second thing, what I feel, more than a skill, most of the times the company always thinks for a technical guy, communication is not required. That is the second area, gray area, what I feel. Because communication is really required. That soft skills are really required. Because without the soft skills, without the communication, what happens is the collaboration misses actually. If you have a good communication skill is not only the English, how you interact with the people, okay, then only they will get a friends. Then only they can discuss what are the challenges they are facing, especially in the software development. It's not only that, okay, I know everything. Obviously, the next desk person might be knowing more than me.
Right.
Unless and until you open up, they will not help you. So in that case, the communication skills are very, very important actually, more than technical skills.
You have led data-driven initiatives across Movate for hiring. So how do you make this data-driven hiring decisions generally?
See, the data-driven, obviously what happens now, as a recruiter, we always depend on a lot of metrics. The metrics, it can be for a efficiency metrics or it can be for a process metrics. So what I'm trying to tell you is like whether the cost per hire or the time to hire, these are the basic things of a recruiter. How much amount we are spending to close one position. It should be lesser than 25%. That's a market standard from the cost and from the CTC, whatever we are offering. And the process driven, obviously what happened now, we have to think about how many candidates we are losing or how many candidates we are assessing to close one position. So that should be very minimum. Okay, the conversion.
Right.
So these metrics definitely give us to change our process. So if we are losing something, okay, our approach is wrong. We have to change our process.
What KPI matters the most in this?
The KPI is whatever I feel is that as a recruiter, it's not only based on the sourcing. Obviously, I feel the passion, which cannot be defined. As a recruiter, unless and until I have a passion towards closing the position, what and all I have to do beyond the box, out of the box, what are the things I have to do, how I can engage my candidates. So what I feel, recruitment is not only hiring a person, it's engaging the person.
Right.
Because a recruiter is the first phase of an organization. The candidate is joining not because of the brand, not because of the salary. What I feel based on my experience, they are joining because of the recruiter.
Right.
How my recruiter engages me, I don't want to ditch him and join other company. Even though other company may give extra 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs, they'll think, okay, I'm losing one friend. Answering to your question, recruitment, it's not only stopping with hiring, it should go beyond that. It should be with the engagement with the candidate. It's not only ending with the onboarding, it should go beyond it so that we can get a lot of referrals through them.
Yeah, at InstaHire, we also suggest these things to our customers that one thing is very clear that recruiters are here to do more job of candidate engagement than candidate sourcing. That's what exactly we solve as well for our customers. And they are the one who actually build the brand in front of the candidate. Okay, what exactly the company is all about. Why somebody should explore career at your company, what are the benefits you are providing, and that's where bigger brands have gone to change those aspects of about their recruitment strategy.
So that's the reason earlier we were thinking about majorly on this time to hire, cost per hire, all those things. Now everyone are concentrating on employee experience survey. So how they are happy. If we increase this, happiness, obviously what happens now, you can bring in a lot of resources inside.
How do you balance the use of hiring analytics for basically with human intuition, if you can add it, for selecting or rejecting a candidate?
If you are looking at recruitment, intuition matters actually. Intuition matters, but it cannot be the only reason to take a decision. See, now we are in the AI arena right now. What happens is through AI, a lot of things can be predicted. Okay. For example, now the interview process starts everything with the AI, with the Gen AI, what we are doing from the sourcing to onboarding, everything is happening through AI. As a human being, when you are looking at the profile, most of the times the recruiter may not feel, okay, this resume is not colorful. This resume is not attractive. They may not read. They may not spend time. They may think that, okay, the candidate may not spend time in development or something. We take our own decisions. That's a wrong thing. They should go through the resume, understand, they should spend some time. So we should also give importance to AI because most of the times the AI can predict minimum 70 to 80 percentage. That 20 to 30 percentage, you can use your intuition. That intuition cannot be 70 to 80% because 70 to 80% can come from your data, what they have given, how they have worked on. So now what happens, no? Every AI-based tool that itself assess on the questions, how they are answering, whether the proctoring, all these things are coming up right now. Use the data properly and mix your intuition. Obviously, AI cannot help. Obviously, your human touch has to be. Not all the times your human touch, your psychology, your sentimental things that cannot help the company. Maybe you like the person, maybe the person might be from your native, that will not help your company. So that human touch should be there, but end of the day, the intuition has to be mixed, the blended with your AI.
Interestingly, you are a senior director HR of Movate, and now you're doing PhD also on impact of AI. Can you help me understand what exactly topic you are doing on?
As I mentioned, this recruitment is not only hiring a person, it is always with the engagement. That is the motive what I have started taking. That is the reason I started doing my PhD into this. My topic is also into employee engagement and attrition control through AI. So every organization is struggling. It's not because of not hiring on time. The people are struggling because of the attrition. Because when you are hiring a person, we have to train them into that model. It's not only on the technology, people should be trained on their culture. So if you are engaging your existing employee, when you are keeping them happy, obviously we can complete all these things on time. You can deliver, you can think about your revenue. There will not be any revenue leakage. Obviously, you can do the best in the market. And I can cover up one more thing. If you are looking at AI, the AI can predict obviously what happened now, the sentimental analysis or how their behavior patterns. For example, how your team member answering your query on time, whether they take their time or whether they are not joining the meeting, whether they are taking a leave. These are all simple examples of your behavior. If the person is behaving differently, obviously you will understand the person is disengaged. The person may leave. So this is the one thing what I understood from my research. I took this topic so that I can also grow. I can also help my company wherever I am. I can help them to grow.
What surprising insights have come out from this research when you started doing this?
The surprising results in the sense, see, most of the times that engagement, it's not only training the person. They need some engagement. For example, you are my manager. It's not only your job is to check with me whether I have done my job. You should also check with me what I'm going through every day. Whether I can manage my personal and official things, the stress level, all those things. This is one of the major area what we identified actually. So most of the times we always blame, okay, the attrition is always because of the manager. It's not only because of the manager, because the manager is also going through a lot of pressure from his senior management level. So obviously what happened? No, the manager also should spend some time, understand what this guy is going through. And if he changes his platform, okay, I wanted to understand, I wanted to help you something personally beyond the official timings. Definitely what happened? No, this will engage the person and the attrition can be controlled actually.
So how should we change that bias in front of people? Yeah, of course, there are places where managers are responsible based on their leadership style, micromanagement or whatever. But I think it's more of a exceptions than a norm that all the managers are more, causing this kind of behavior for employee to leave. What do you think?
See how we have gone through each and every challenges and how we have come out of the challenges. Those experience matters and how we are teaching them. Okay, guys, these are the things what I have gone through. What is the problem? See, I always teach my team members when you are responding to the emails, you have to respond for the next email. This teaching, obviously, I learned from my managers. So I have to teach my team members, don't answer for this particular email. You have to think about the next email, what the other person will raise. So your email should answer all this information with the data. Once it goes with the data, nobody can raise a concern. What I'm trying to answer you is the manager should be a mentor.
Right. Absolutely.
Manager cannot be a person who is doing a watchman job and understand, okay, have you done this? Have you done this? Because I need to give it to my manager. I wanted to know whether you have done this. That work, it will not work out.
I 100% agree with you. I in my teams as well. For my managers, I often call them leaders or mentors more than big saying manager. So leader means that person will also probably execute what is needed, and then he will make the team also lead in that direction. And that's the way changing manager anecdote to a leader anecdote is much better than calling them managers.
Correct. That's why recently we have gone ahead of this Guru Purnima. So how many of your team members have wished you for the Guru Purnima?
Yeah, couple of them actually.
So when they feel you are the Guru, they will feel that, okay, I have to wish you. It's not a New Year wish or Christmas wishes. When they are wishing, obviously they've really felt that, okay, you are my Guru. I learned something from you.
Interesting. Can AI actually predict attrition accurately?
I won't say accurately. It can predict almost like 70 to 80 percentage.
How so?
Obviously, what happened now? It's always a sentimental analysis or their behavioral patterns or their historical data. See, for example, every organization, they do the survey, understand how they feel. See, for sometimes what happened now? Sometimes some employees, they do give the feedback very openly, saying that, okay, I'm not happy with my salary. I'm not happy with my manager. But one thing is, most of the senior people, even though they feel, they will not mention. That's a different story. The AI cannot predict.
Why seniors people don't complain even if they are feeling a little bit? I want to understand that.
It's a good topic. So what I can tell you is, like, most of the times they are also very diplomatic. They don't want to complain about their managers. Most of the organization. I'm not complaining about every.
Yeah, you are HR. You have more analysis on those things than anybody else. You deal with a lot of employees to their leaderships as well. So I think you are the right person to tell me about it.
That's the reason only I covered up this topic, and
Yeah.
I brought in this topic actually.
Right.
The maturity level, if you look at it between the leadership level and the junior level, obviously the leadership level, they always wanted to be very diplomatic when they are leaving. They don't want to put everything on the table, saying that, okay, these are the problems. That's the reason I'm leaving. But only thing is, they always worry about the other person who is going to join in their replacement. They always say, okay, these are the gaps that has to be closed. Otherwise, the other person also will join and leave. But they will not complain. They will give a solution. That's a difference.
That's the
The juniors always complain, give the problems. The seniors will give the
solutions. Let's say AI has predicted something. Maybe this employee is going to be leaving the organization. Now, what do you do? Like, how do you address it without letting them, have a trust issue that why this thing is coming to me while I've not told anything to anybody, right? So how do you address that as a HR?
See, every organization has a HRBP, business partners who engage with the candidates, engage with the employee. I'm sorry, not to use the candidates. Once they join, they are employees. So once they join, the employees obviously will get an opportunity to share their challenges with the HRBPs. So what happens is, most of the times the employees feel they are disengaged because they may not be upskilled. Point number one. Sometimes they feel, okay, from morning to night or for 2 to 3 years, they are sitting and doing the same work. They may get bored. That is one of the reasons actually some of the people, they wanted to leave. What you need to do is what I have seen in enough organizations is upskilling and cross-skilling. Now this upskilling and cross-skilling plays a major role in an organization. Okay, for example, if someone is in the recruitment for 3 years, 4 years, the person wants to pursue with a HR business partner role or in a learning and development role. But most of the times, the guys who is into recruitment because of the passion, they will not move. That's a different story. That other person who wants to play different roles, they should be given opportunity to shuffle the roles. And they can play a different role and they can also mentally learn something new. This is the one way we can also retain these employees. The retain can be upskilling or cross-skilling. We can do, and we can put them into the different projects, or we can give that opportunity to most of the companies now. They are giving on-site opportunities. People can go visit other countries, learn their culture, come back. You will be mentally stress-free. So these are the areas what people are taking different actions.
So Movate rebranded itself from CSS Corp. Why did it happen like that?
The people's perspective, what they have taken. When you are looking at CSS Corp, most of the people, they think it is into call center operations. Now we are moving into the digital, and we are competing with all the leading companies. You can name any companies. And also we are maintaining that name in the market right now.
Leading companies like TCS, Infosys, and such.
Yes, we are competing with them in the sense, as we are all in the service industry, most of the projects managed by them, we have taken over. And we have delivered successfully. That is very important.
How many employees are there currently?
Almost like 11,000, 12,000 employees right now.
11, 12,000. That's
Yes.
good.
Yeah.
And this is all in India?
It's across the country. In India, if you look at it, actually we have office in Bangalore, 2 offices in Bangalore in ITPL, and we have office in Hyderabad, we have office in Chennai. In Chennai itself, we have 3-4 offices out there. Even we are acquiring a lot of companies as well. Recently, we have acquired a company called Prescience.
Okay. Why did we acquire that? What is the strategy?
The strategy in the sense, obviously, we are moving into the digital, as I told you, in analytics side. So we wanted to put ourselves more into this analytics, data analytics. So that is the reason we have acquired this company. This will give a value add for Movate actually in the market.
So out of India, where are the places people are there?
You can name any countries
Okay.
we have. It's not only US, okay, Philippines, any country, if you can name it, we are having presence there.
Tell me about your playbook on hiring the new workforce of Gen Z. Because what happens, Gen Z doesn't just want jobs. They want flexibility, they want rapid growth, they want autonomy, right? They want meaning in their job, right? So how do you go about that?
Obviously, now if you look at it, Gen Z, if you say this word itself, everyone will smile. Okay, it's not easy to manage. When you are looking at a millennials or Gen Z, obviously it's really tough to manage Gen Zs because they always expect freedom. They should be allowed to do by their own, but with a minimum guidance. Because you cannot say, boss, you have to do step 1, step 2, step 3. They'll say, okay, I will do it directly step 3. If I give you the result, you should be happy. So it's not like hard working, it's a smart working. So the Gen Zs are smart workers. They wanted to complete their job. They don't want anyone to pull their trousers and say, okay, you have to do this on time. You have to do. It will not happen actually.
How has your campus hiring evolved to meet these expectations?
When you are going, the colleges or the students when you are meeting, they are setting the expectation with us. So once upon a time, when we go for a campus interview, we set that expectation with the candidates. Hope you agree.
Yeah.
We set the expectation with the students. Now the situation is entirely different. They are telling this is the way what we are going into. So we are very much flexible. We are very much flexible. Even we are giving a hybrid opportunity for this employees to work. It's not like you have to come down to office and work all 5 days. So there is always a flexibility and there is always a learning ability also we are providing. Okay, it's not only, okay, I hired for this, you have to work for this. If they wanted to do something better, prove yourself. Always we have to think about the ROI.
For a fresher or a young professional who's listening to this podcast, what 3 mistakes you will tell them they should avoid while preparing for interviews?
These are the things actually as a fresher, because the freshers, they don't know and they want only job. They want to learn technical skills. What I can say, first thing, they're always worried about the technical skills. They want to learn. See, for example, if you look at it, now everyone talks about AIML, they are talking about Python. So there are a lot of opportunity for them to learn online. They are learning. They are thinking that that's enough for them to join a company. No, your technical skill will not give a value alone. It's one of the factors. You should improve your communication skills. That communication skill will increase your collaborative experience. You can discuss with your fellow friends, understand what they can do. Whenever they're stuck technically, they can move on to something else. They can learn something. And another thing is, they should look at the company values. They cannot join anywhere and everywhere. When they wanted to join, they should be very much clear what role I'm going to play. It's not like, okay, whatever I'm getting from XYZ company, I need to join. It's not like that. The student mindset should be, I'm good with my technical skills. I have all relevant expectations from my employer, any employer. I can get a job anywhere. When they are confident on themselves, they can crack any interviews. How it will help in their future, how they can manage their future. So if they start thinking, because most of the times the freshers, they always worry about the job, they will join wherever they are giving. Most of the times, sometimes what happens is like maybe they are technically very sound. They may get an opportunity with a leading company, the tier 1 company. What they are going to do? They are sitting and doing a support role. what is the use? They have been offered in the campus, the top layer people, they are happy that they have got a good offer from a good company. What they were doing is they are doing only almost like a call center operation. The person who is in the middle or last, this guy really struggles and learn a lot of things. This guy joins in a product development company. He goes a different level. See, most of the times I have seen this practically, that EVPs, employee value proposition, is very, very important. So you have to think about it and then you join.
So I want to understand more about diversity, equity, and inclusion as well from you, because you have driven D&I hiring at scale in your company, right? So what you have learned about actually building a realistic D&I hiring pipeline than just ticking the boxes?
Most of the times what happens is during your Mother's Day, Women's Day, you can see everywhere, even your FM radios also talking about we are doing a drive. See, it's all happening periodically. Some particular period, everyone talks about it. Everyone wants to hire. End of the day, how much you are really giving the value, that matters actually.
Right.
How we are selling your company value among the people and how you make them trust on your company. That's really matters actually. I have read somewhere, what I can say is employer branding is not only the recruiter who sells about the company. It is the employer branding has to come out from the people who left the organization or who has been rejected in the interview. They should always feel, okay, I left a good company. That is the employer branding. So if you look at it from the DA perspective, it cannot be as a tick mark. You cannot say that, okay, I have done this job. No, you have to prove with the data that what we have achieved. You have to publish the report on time and saying that, okay, this many people have been hired and how they have been upskilled, how they have been given opportunity. So it's not only with the women employee. We have to give a lot of communities are there, whether it's LGBTQ or whatever it is. Now we are seeing, okay. So everyone are coming up, they wanted to grow in their career. So every organization, now most of the organization, now they are coming up with a separate group, DA hiring group. That's how we have to create the trust.
What is DA hiring group?
That's a diversity, equity and hiring. They are taking care of only this particular hiring.
DEI hiring group.
DEI hiring group. Obviously, most of the companies, they should maintain minimum 30%. Everyone should maintain. Whether it's a 50%, it's a very good number. But minimum 30% it should be.
I have personally felt that it's a very important metric for you to look at how your ex-employee talks about you. Do they stay in touch and connect with you, contribute even after going outside of the organization and doing referrals? Even I have seen, my personal experience has been, there have been many ex-employee who gets connected, tech mentorship, talk about all of things apart from the organization when they have left. They have given us business as well, leads, deals as well, that hey, I've seen this one is doing this, they have contacted us. So that, that kind of environment where mentorship happens, where you think more about employees, that your team members mentor them, guide them, then they stay in touch. They afterwards also have a relationship. It's not that someone has worked for 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, and that's the whole relationship is all about between one person in the organization and one outside if they move out, right? It's more about you are going to meet finite people in your life while you live here in this earth. So it's important that you make it count. You add some value to everyone, whether it is subordinate, whether it is equal or colleagues, or whether it is superiors in your organization, whatever level you are, right? And that itself, if this mindset can be, probably I talk about this a lot with my team, that provide value, right? We are not gonna be stay in touch only in one organization. We will be in touch afterwards for the life. And if that kind of philosophy sinks in, it really helps.
So that's why if you are looking at this stage, those who are leaving the rehire policy, or if you are looking at this rehiring into your company, that matters actually. The employee, how we are giving importance to a referral. Every company, they are giving importance to a rehire, because these guys know about your company culture. They know about your products, what you have done, what is your day-to-day actions. They know everything. No need to teach them. They will come on track. And these guys, they will sell your employer branding. They will go and say, why I joined this company? It's not because of salary or the role. Anybody can get a job, whatever they are looking at outside. Why they have to come back to the same company? If they are coming back, you are on the top.
I have examples where people have even left the company, joined back at a lesser salary than what other company
Yes.
was giving because of the culture. That is when we get satisfaction. Also, we are doing something right.
Yes. That can be because of your manager also. Your manager can be in the same company. You will say, boss, you come back. Yes, I'm coming, boss.
How do you approach hiring talent from underrepresented areas, geographies, or even socio-economic background people, right? How have you, what are the results you have seen in if you have done this something on this?
This is one of the initiative what I have done earlier. Okay. The thing is like we have not only hired from Bangalore, we have hired from the tier 3 cities in Karnataka, which is in Gulbarga. That's a corner area of Karnataka. What happens now, most of the times, what happens is these people will not get an opportunity. They might be technically sound. From the attitude perspective, they are really good. These guys are really putting efforts. What I have seen is instead of hiring a person with 3 to 4 years experience, these freshers, they have taken a lot of responsibility. I can use the word responsibility because most of the times we are struggling inside the team. This is one of the bigger problem actually. Sometimes the team, they will not take the responsibility. Here, these guys, they take the responsibility. They want to learn. They want to improve their lifestyle. They want to bring their family to the different level. So what happens is they are putting a lot of hard work. And another thing is they will stay in your company. Attrition.
They will be very loyal.
Yes,
because
loyal
they're
to the
given
company.
opportunity.
Yes, you're right. They'll be loyal to the company. They will stay for a long time. I have seen this result.
And they will try to prove your trust.
Yes.
Right? They will go extra mile to prove that you have hired a right guy. Right? The one who has less opportunity, who has not been given much of opportunity, if you give them some opportunity, you're willing to train them, mentor them, right? They will put that extra hard effort. They'll go over the mile to basically prove you right.
Correct. Even how they prove themselves, obviously you will again hire from other the same city, right? If you fail with these people, you will not go.
Yeah.
When you see the result from these guys, they are helping their own community. I'm talking about that area. So we can bring those people into our city life. We are hiring, we are helping them into all these things. Definitely that helps actually.
What's the biggest red flag you see when you're interviewing a leadership level candidates for senior roles, let's say?
Some of the leaders, what I have seen is, I have done this.
Oh, V is not there.
Yes.
I.
This itself a bigger red flag, what I feel. I did it. If you look at it, there are some people, they wanted to showcase that I. See, when you are in the leadership level, there is no I here.
Right.
It's a we. See, end of the day, a leader cannot succeed without their team.
Right, absolutely.
A leader is obviously a leader who has to lead the people and they have to move into the success. They cannot walk alone.
So that's the one big flag you
Yes,
see.
yes.
What else?
The another thing is what happens now, sometimes people are, this shows that overconfidence on themselves. End of the day, what happens is like they may not be in a position to learn the rigidness.
That I know everything.
Yes.
There's nothing
the
to learn here.
flexibility. See, sometimes most of the organizations, they fail when they hire this kind of leaders. They want everyone to listen what they are trying to
And
tell.
they are not willing to listen.
Yes, they are the masters. They wanted to be a masters. See, whenever I hire a person, I always feel this is what I learned from my managers. The people should be ready to fold their sleeves and run around, complete their job. It's not only, delegating the work with their subordinates. If you delegate, obviously you will forget what you are supposed to do. That's very important. So one day you will be thrown out of the market.
Yes.
See, if I look at it from my recruitment perspective, if I'm not in touch, sourcing the candidates or discussing with the candidate, taking the HR interviews, understand what they are doing. And if I delegate all this work with my manager, end of the day, I will not be in touch actually. One day I will be thrown out of the market.
Right.
Because I should be every day, I have to update myself. Every organization has a different culture. You can be a leader in your previous organization for 15 years or 10 years. You cannot expect the same thing in a new organization. Every organization goes in a different structure. So you should be in a position to learn or you should be in a flexible mindset. Definitely it will not work out actually.
Interesting points. I also feel that leaders are actually who listen to their people a lot.
Yes.
They change themselves to see that how well they can lead, how well they can understand their people. That's what leader is all about. But when you start becoming master, that hey, I am right always. Why I'm gonna listen to you? I have more experience. I know something. Lot of times leaders are wrong at that point of time. They make a lot of mistakes because they are not at the ground level where they are working with. If they have multiple hierarchy of people working at different level, then it becomes more difficult to actually get right feedback, right? Because if you're not listening, if you're not having bottom to top approach in terms of getting feedbacks, learning from your team what they feel about it, and then analyze and then even have a dialogue about it, what happens here, a lot of filtered conversation come into the picture, insights gets lost, right? And then you become not a leader but manager, and you become a bad leader, if I say, right? And that happens to a lot of organization because of these ego or these issues which a leader gets into because he feel that he has a lot of experience than other people and should not listen.
One more thing I wanted to add here. How many times you heard that particular leader or your manager ask sorry to you
Yeah.
for doing something wrong?
Yeah, I've seen very humble leaders do that, but most of the time it is not the case.
As a leader, we should always be in a situation, if I have done something wrong, I should say sorry to my team member. It's not like I am the master, I am the leader, whatever I have done, even though it is a mistake, I don't want to go with that. You should be in a position to apologize if you have done mistake. That's the way you can learn something. Even your subordinate also will give the respect to you.
How does it feel like managing a 11,000 plus employee size workforce as a HR, senior director HR in Movate?
I am managing into recruitment, even though I don't want to comment about the engagement side. See, here the situation is what I am seeing practically. The leaders, what we have spoken about, they are not only the leaders, they are mentors. When you are having a right mentors, you feel that no need to go into the each and every small things actually. When you are mentoring the person, obviously your revenue will increase, your productivity will increase. That's how we are doing actually.
How many people tentatively you hire in a year at Movate?
That varies actually because we have different verticals. I lead digital engineering services. So that depends. And also, I hire people for the creative and digital productions also. So, the different areas what we are hiring. So, what happens is right now, the situation is every organization is struggling with different areas because of Trump effect. Now, it has become a war situation. In between, we are adding this. Not only corona, now it is a Nipah. Every day there are different things are coming up.
AI effect.
AI effect, that I'm always going in the positive side. I don't say AI is cutting down the jobs. AI is making the job smarter. If the person is not smarter, he should be out. That's it. You are a qualified one and someone is removing you out of it. That is cutting down the job. If you are not qualified and someone is replacing you, whether it's AI, see, I can take you one small example. When I was talking to my recruiter, I was telling my manager, very simple, I am not a AI recruiter. Understood, right?
Are employee referrals still underrated in today's climate of hiring, or they have become the strongest sources of quality hires? What is the case right now?
Obviously, I don't say it's underrated. Every organization gives more importance to the employee referral. It will be minimum. Everyone are targeting at least 15 to 25 percentage. The employee referral in the organization, most of the companies we follow. Minimum 15 to 25 percentage when you are bringing this employee referral as a source.
But that's where I say underrated, because I wanted to know 15 to 20% out of 100%. If they provide quality hires, longer retention, it should be at higher percentage, 30% plus at least, right? Rather than having 15-20% out of 100%. So that's where, if something is working, why not double down on it? Can there be multiple referrals from different employees? Can we engage with employees in such a way that they actually seek out and become your scouting partner there? What do you think?
True. Actually, if you look at it practically, employer referral also has some negative impacts also. See, for example, you are referring me, I join the organization. When you are leaving, what will happen?
Yes.
The impact is more. When you are leaving, you will also say, okay, boss, I will refer you in my organization.
And what if you get fired?
That's what I'm telling you. So both the sides. So employee referral has a positive impact as well as a negative impact.
Again, one question comes to my mind. What if your brand recall is not that great, or employee doesn't want to refer more to the organization? Then you obviously have even lesser referrals into your organizations.
No, it's not the case at all.
No, not for your company. I'm talking about as a overall.
The overall, what happens is like, see, employee referral, if that is what I was talking about is a 25%, 15 to 25% is a decent number because the average out. So why I'm talking about this one is, it's not like we are not encouraging the people to join through employee referral. Obviously, that's the best way of hiring. That's one of the best source. Okay, the company culture, everything this guy gives that update. So in that case, it will be a bigger, easy way actually. So no one stops. Okay, this is the limit I have to hire. If I get a 40%, obviously I have to. This month I can get 40% employee referral. Next month I'll get only 5%. The average out, obviously.
15 to 20%.
Yes.
With the rise of AI powered screening tools, is there a very big risk of great candidates being filtered out by algorithm?
I totally agree with this because now most of the resumes are designed based on the JD. Your keywords will match. And good thing is now the candidates, they humanize these resumes also. Okay, earlier cases like even the bot can identify whether this is AI based resumes. Now this is already humanized. The challenge for an organization, it will be, these guys will struggle when it goes to the next level. Maybe screening level, yes, you are tick mark, you are fit into my JD. When they go for an interview, it's a waste of time for the interviewers because they have to day to day, they have to take their deliverables. They are spending their time here. See, you cannot complain about the recruiters. The recruiter has given a right CV which matches your keywords. Everything is right. And your AI also screens properly, give the proper candidates. Everything is right. Nobody can question a recruiter. End of the day, the next level, when it goes to the shortlisting or interview level, obviously these guys will fail. They cannot answer because they have not done it practically. They might have mentioned 1,000 things in the resume based on your OpenAI, whatever it can suggest you. Okay, it can take 1,000 things from the market. It will pull you. It will create a new resume for you. When it comes to the practical situation, when you are asked to do the coding exercise, these guys will fail. Second thing, I always worried about uncontrollable bias, especially if you look at it from the DEI side or anything, you cannot control. Because here what happens now, you will see one side of population will be more. Because if you are depending on only AI, I always tell AI cannot be 100%. That should be a human touch. Unless and until there is a human touch, you will fail.
Now, for the candidate's perspective, as AI becomes more dominant in recruitment industry, should candidates start tailoring their resumes for bots rather than humans?
That's what I said now. So now everyone are doing. It's not only from the lateral people, the experienced people. Even freshers, they are designing their resumes. Earlier it was colorful. Now it is with the data. Okay, how they can...
For ATS friendly.
ATS friendly. That's what I'm telling you now. Earlier they will put their photo with all graphics here and there. They use Canva. They'll come up with all these things. Now, the next level, I am going to apply.
It should be plain text. It should be written words. It should be specific skills, which is very much optimized for the job functions and the JDs, which is updated.
That's what I'm telling you now. This is the one major area what I am seeing the changes actually. When they are applying with a company, based on the company, your resume also goes. Even what I have seen is there are some AI tools which can apply on behalf of you. Wherever there is a position, it will automatically apply. There is a person who has got some 4 or 5 offers in a company. The AI has applied.
Next thing we will see that deep fake is doing your interviews.
So earlier, in the case in your laptop, someone will answer on behalf of you. That's a first phase. Second thing, they only move their, the lip movement only will be there. Sometimes if you are asking question on the lip movement case also, they will say it's a bandwidth issue. Okay, someone will answer on behalf of you. Now what happens is when you are asking them to share their screen, they will share. The thing is like in front of their screen, there is a mobile or there is another device that answers. Based on your prompt, voice prompt, it will give the answer from your chat GPT. They are just reading, okay, I'm sitting in front of the system. I'm answering your query. How do you identify?
By speaking or by writing?
When you are asking question, I'm sitting in front of my laptop. You are asking me to share my screen. Yes, I will share. I will keep my mobile on that laptop screen. When I'm talking automatically using my voice prompt, it will give the answer. You can read. Same thing. You are answering.
Crazy. People are
This is how it's happening now. I'm getting that feedback from my technical people actually now. It will be really tough to identify a candidate unless and until you ask them to sit and code, do the assessment.
That's where now companies will ask on-site interviews only. If they cannot trust like that, why will they do remote, interviews itself on the first place? If you get so many feedbacks like that, you will decide on it. Okay, maybe I should change the strategy. I should only be, and that will be issue for a genuine cases as well. That if they cannot come, it will affect if companies will start taking decisions like that.
That's why we change the process now. What we are doing is first level, it will be virtual round. Second level, we are asking the candidates to come down to office.
And then have a discussion.
Yes, the managerial round, it will happen direct face to face. You don't believe my team, what we are doing is we are taking a screenshot in every interview. L1, L2, L3, all we are taking a free screenshot with a photo. This is the problem what we identified with the phase 1. Because someone will attend L1, someone will attend L2. You might have seen this case. So nobody will know because it's all virtual interviews.
Right.
That's the reason what we have done is like we are taking a screenshot of the interview and we'll see, okay, the same person is attending L1, L2, the photo comparison. When we are taking HR interview also, we compare whether the same in the 3 interviews, the same person has attended or not. That's the situation. Now that is also gone. When AI comes into the picture, people are answering like this. So obviously there is no other solution. For second level final interview, we are asking them to come down to office.
So smartness for talent acquisition team has to be now at a different level.
We have become police now.
To identify.
That's what I'm telling now.
You have become talent acquisition to police verification.
That's what I'm telling.
I think a lot of issues you would, come to know that, something if they have cleared the interviews as well. They are, probably placing some other forging documents or many things else. You can tell me more story about that. Please go ahead.
Forging documents is an old story. Forging the role is a new story now. See, you are working in this particular organization. We are not sure whether the person has done the same role. In your background verification, you will check whether the guy has worked in the organization between this period. What is their feedback? Whether the person has left in a positive note.
Right.
Will you check or will that particular organization will answer you what is the role the person has played?
No.
Everyone will be called as a software engineer, whether they are doing a bug fixing or anything.
But a lot of times I get email also for my ex-employee for the BGV. So they even ask in these emails, what designation can you help us out here? And, they write designation. That's why maybe they are doing it now.
It is all there because there are some background BGV companies, they are giving a 10, 15 questions they'll ask us to do. Do you think our people do it properly?
No.
Why should I do for other organizations?
Who has time for this?
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of time people don't reply also.
That is another problem. They will send 1,000 times actually. You will get 3-4 times the same reminder mails. Please give us a response. Sometimes what happens, these guys will give our names also. Even though I am not in
the manager
or I am not in this employee engagement side or employee the HRBP side. What happens? I am getting that reference check because I hired.
Yeah, at the end of the day,
because they know
you will get update.
These guys knows, okay, he will give a good feedback about me.
Yeah,
and
so
sometimes it works.
They would give it to their colleagues' email ID and details as well from the organization who can give a good feedback.
That's what I'm telling you. Most of the times that also helps us because I always push my HR team to give the feedback on time. When I know that person, the person will call me and say, boss, I'm not getting response from the organization. You push it. Sometimes it happens.
Maybe BGV companies should incentivize it some way that people should get responses. At least $5 something. I'm not sure that
you are really giving a right
someone,
feedback. If you are giving a right feedback, actually.
Yeah, if you are giving a right feedback, if you are replying, because there is no incentivization for different companies, managers, why they should respond. There are a lot of leaders who try to give back and provide feedback. Okay, this is what exactly is the case, right? And I'm not too sure that if these feedbacks are taken into consideration as well. For example, I'm not too sure. What do you think?
See, there are two areas actually. What you can say, okay, you are an employer. You are giving a feedback about me. Sometimes what happen? No, there will be some issues might have happened based on maybe I'm technically very sound, or you are my manager.
Based
See,
on behavior, you would have given feedback.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to tell you. In your exit interview, okay, when the manager closes, always we have to give a check mark saying that rehire yes or no.
Yes.
That's the biggest area
Yes.
actually. So if a manager doesn't like the person, he will say that okay, rehire no. Or if he wants to be a diplomatic, he will say rehire yes. But somewhere he has given a wrong feedback. What the HR, they will not check with the manager and give the feedback, right? The BGB check, they will only look at the data what the previous manager has given. Maybe the manager might be there in the organization or he might have left from the organization also. They will look at the data. The data can be anything. So you cannot trust also. So you answer to your question. You cannot blindly trust on the previous employer's feedback saying that this should be the right data.
So BGV then is majorly about this person has authentically worked in that organization
That's
for
it.
certain period of time as well as on certain role or not. That's it.
Everyone are doing the
Rest
same
we
thing.
will judge
Yes.
ourselves what
Yes.
it is. That's exactly. If they want to rehire again in the company, they can look at the data for their own organization. But for taking it from third company, it can be only about verifying if that person has worked in that capacity.
That employment. That employment. That's it. So most of the time they go with that employment.
Why then ask multiple questions about?
End of the day, who will look at it? Because they will take
Make
all
it simple so that leader can provide. Yes, he has worked. This is yes, that's fine. That's it.
See, another thing is if they are looking at your data and take a judgment, then why they have to do the interview?
Absolutely.
Because
It's a
you may
waste of
give a
few
different-
questions.
Yeah.
and
End of the day, this will question them also, right? Their credibility goes off, right?
maybe we will give this podcast to a lot of BGV companies to incorporate it.
Definitely.
Okay, for someone who wants to become CHRO or HR director in future, what course of learning and practice they should do if they are at a beginner level in working experience in HR role itself, or if someone who is in college and obviously college is not teaching them to practice what exactly is there in the industry. So for both of them, what is your advice?
My advice is very simple. First of all, when as a fresher or when we are into college, you have to put your roadmap very clearly. What I wanted to become. That is very, very important thing. HR has many things. It's not only the recruitment, not only the engagement. There are operations. There is a L&D, learning and development. There are so many things are there. Even analytics. See, if I am very strong in data analytics, that's a growing industry, HR analytics. So people should be in the analytics mindset. They can learn and go into that HR analytics. They can also grow into that career. So my kind suggestion is, our feedback for these freshers, they should be in a position, be flexible, learn a lot, understand and move into the career. Then only they can move into the final level. It's not easy. From this goalpost to the other goalpost, it's not easy. I always feel from this side to this side, CHRO level, it's not an easy thing to reach. You have to push the ball.
What are some books, frameworks, or your personal habit that shaped your career to become such a high performing HR leader?
See, I can say what I have corrected myself. It's not only work. Your work alone cannot help you from morning to night. Okay, some people may say that I start my day by 9 o'clock, I complete my day by 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. End of the day, what you learned matters actually. So this was the work what I was doing earlier. I do agree. I was also among that crowd. Then I realized, okay, something I need to change myself. So what I have done is like, once I complete my work, 9:30, 10 o'clock, I start spending my time with my social media side. Social media in the sense, I start looking at my WhatsApp, Insta, understand what my friends are doing, what they are up to, what is happening in the market, listening to the YouTube videos, news media, what is happening across, because you should be competent, you should know what is happening across around you. Otherwise, we cannot learn or we cannot go into the next level. So that really helped me understanding. I started, what happens is like in a LinkedIn, I started reading a lot of articles. Now what I have reached is like, I started publishing my own articles. Okay, once I come into this PhD, I have published some 2-3 articles, especially in the attrition side, in different journals. and I have published a book also, especially leader psychology, psychology of a leadership. Now I decided myself, okay, at least every month on month, I want to publish one article in LinkedIn. I have to spend some time for myself. This is the learning curve what I'm doing actually, because I read more than a book. I read a lot of articles online actually.
When did that shift happen?
It's almost like last 1 year.
And I'm sure that you are listening to insightful podcast like ours.
True. That's true. Because that has shaped me. Because what I do, sometimes what happens is like I take a lot of positive videos from the social media. I publish in my WhatsApp status. I have seen literally, practically what I have seen. I change myself into this positive mindset. See, everything has a negative and positive. Unless and until you look at the negative side, obviously you put yourself down. When you are spreading positive across, you will also become positive.
Yes.
Your friends will become positive.
Your circle will become
Yes.
positive.
When your circle becomes positive, you are surrounded by positive. End of the day, you will grow in your career. You will grow in your life. Because of you, someone will also grow.
Then they will come in your circle. They
Yes.
will have the same.
Yes.
What's one HR myth you wish people would stop believing?
People always think that HR is always very happy. That's how they are showing in the movies. But the life is entirely different because we are responsible for an organization, especially talent acquisition. Even though it's a thankless job, we are the backbone of an organization. Nobody can object about this actually. Nobody can say no.
One hiring trend that's overrated.
I can say hackathons. Okay, it's all overrated because everyone are thinking that okay, people are competitive and they are doing case study, whatever we are sharing, people are doing. But even that is also now hacked. Hackathons are hacked now.
What's the one skill every recruiter should master in 2025?
Candidate engagement.
Candidate engagement.
Because if you are specialized in candidate engagement, nobody can teach you. Obviously, how you are engaging your family, friends, you have to engage your candidate. Otherwise, the recruitment, anybody can teach you. How you have to source from Naukri or OneStar or anything, InstaHire, anybody can source, anybody can teach. But only thing is like how you are engaging, how you can improve yourself.
Java or Python? What's your tech nostalgia?
It's based on the skill, whatever the company requires on the particular project. I cannot say Java or Python. See, as a recruitment person, whatever my delivery is expecting me to give, the Java developer, I will give. Whereas a Python developer, I will give. If you are asking me a combination of Java, Python or a full stack developer with all these things, Java, Python, full stack developer, I should give. That is my role.
Remote work, a blessing or a ticking time bomb?
Sometimes it is blessing. Most of the times it is a time bomb. See, what happens is, as I mentioned, actually most of the times the remote working, we don't have any control unless and until the particular employee takes a responsibility. If the responsibility is missing, then it will be a time bomb for everybody because you cannot complete your job on time. The deliverables will not go on time.
What do you say to those people who say HR don't do anything?
HR don't, see, this is a common thing because they are looking at only the appraisal. For them, appraisal matters. The employees, if you look at it, for them, HR means appraisal. If they are not giving a salary,
Or maybe celebration, the birthday cakes
Yes.
and such, only those things.
Nothing. See, they are only thinking in that way. But beyond that, what are the problems they are facing and they are trying to sort out for an organization's growth?
Internally, they don't know.
They don't know. This is like how the parent is struggling.
So the kids don't know.
Kids don't know what the parent is struggling for their finance for the next month, what they have to do, how they have to manage their budget. See, everyone, we are financial planners actually.
So in this example, parents are HRs and kids
Obviously, obviously, no one knows. My kids may not be aware. Even frankly telling you, when I was a kid, I don't know what my father was struggling. When I was asking something, I feel that, okay, my dad, why he is not giving to me when I'm asking 10 times. Now I understand what my dad would have gone through. It's not easy. So the same thing for a HR, you're talking the HR is not a role. It's a part of an organization. It's a backbone of an organization. If we fail, the HR fails, obviously everything will fail.
We have a mission to not only just give insights to our audience, but to give jobs as well. So we want to give direct referral of applications to our guests, whatever they are hiring. And we want to help our audience of India to find jobs through our direct referral work as well through our podcast. So what are the roles which you guys are hiring, which we can definitely share the roles and JDs to them on YouTube, and they can apply, and basically we'll share you the applications and you can process them, interviews them, and further hire them.
Thank you so much for giving this opportunity again, especially for giving this opportunity to others. So what I feel now, the current market, what we are facing is the layoffs. There are so many people are getting laid off from the leading organizations and they don't know where to apply and how to survive because these people who has been laid off has a commitment to manage their family.
Right.
That's the biggest challenge for everyone. See, what I'm suggesting is, first thing what I can say, you can note down my LinkedIn. You can search Soosai Agnel Jude. Anytime anybody can contact me through LinkedIn with your situation, definitely I will support you. Point number one, you can reach out to me through LinkedIn. You can share your profile. See, we have enough opportunities in our organization. Either it is a Java developer or .NET developer or DevOps architect or AI engineers, AI architects, any digital skills, we are hiring. So definitely what I can do, if I don't have an opportunity, I will reroute those resumes to my other team members or other my colleagues who is in other organization. We have a group of people into different WhatsApp groups. So what happens if I don't have an opportunity in my organization, I can reroute that profiles to other organization who has that opportunity. That definitely happen. Even I'm planning to come up with one of the groups, especially for this one, those who have been laid off, and with the hiring manager, I'm talking about with the recruitment leaders and the resources. They can share their profiles. Anybody can take it. That's one platform I'm planning to do it actually.
Yeah. So what we will need from you is basically providing those roles and JDs. We will attach in the YouTube description of this video, and we are getting a lot of applications for different guests of ours. All the roles which you can provide, so that the interested candidates
They can apply.
who are from that particular domain itself can apply, who are interested. We will provide those applications to you directly, so that you can hire into your organization. You can share it with other organizations as well, your friends, your group circles, so that these guys can be helped.
Definitely.
Right.
Definitely.
So like you said, a lot of rules which are there. I'm sure there are a lot of rules, so we will take a download for all the rules which we can get from you, and
It will
we'll
be helpful.
update it
Yes.
further.
It will be helpful for everyone.
Yes.
It can be helpful for us as a recruiter. We can
Yes.
close the position, and
Faster.
for them, they can get an opportunity. Definitely, it will be helpful. And this media, obviously, it will be helpful for others.
Yes. So this is the service which you want to do to our
Definitely.
audience, who
Good
are
thing.
not just getting insights about some particular industry, but they're getting help in actual jobs as well.
True. That will be helpful.
Right. Well, it was interesting conversation, Jude. A lot of things has been discussed about HR, hiring, recruitment, AI, and combinations of that. And I really thank you from the bottom of my heart to share such insightful discussions, and provide all the insights which I'm sure that audience are gonna love. Thank you so much for coming here and giving your gracious time.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you.
Even I got a lot of opportunity actually to share my views, what we are going through, what is that real perspective of a HR, and what I get. This media definitely help people who is looking for a job. That's the best thing what I feel. More than hearing about our own experience, people will get out of jobs actually who are all suffering with the layoff and all those things, because the current situation, that's the situation right now.
Right.
So this podcast is going in the right time. People can get a lot of opportunity, understand where there is an opportunity. Definitely they can apply. We will also give you that open position list with you. Okay, we
Sure.
can be published, and we will also get our resumes, and we'll take it forward.
For sure. Thank you so much, Jude, coming
Thank
here.
you.
Thank you.